What mysteries lie beneath Turkey's ancient cities? In the shadowy depths of its underground realms, archaeologists have uncovered eerie tombs sealed with twisted nails and unearthed a healing plant lost for over 2,000 years. But the most mind-blowing discovery? That's the one we haven't found yet. Let's journey into the unknown. In 2021, Turkish archaeologists uncovered a well-preserved Roman sewer system in the ancient city of Tripolis, founded in the 2nd century BC in modern-day Denizli, Turkey. Also known as Neapolis, Tripolis continues to yield important archaeological finds. During recent excavations of the sanctuary and main streets, researchers found a sewer system from the Hellenistic era. The tunnels, about 160 centimeters high and 70 centimeters wide, run throughout the city and were built by the Romans to supply clean water and remove waste. The sewage drained into nearby streams and eventually into the Meander River. This system stands out for its remarkable preservation. But what if the ground beneath your feet could vanish in seconds? That's exactly what started happening in one Turkish province. In 2020, residents of Konya province began noticing karst sinkholes forming in their fields. The first was discovered by a worker named Ayşek Shakir, who found a massive sinkhole about 25 meters wide and 30 meters deep after spotting damage to irrigation systems. Authorities later confirmed that this was not an isolated case. That year, there were around 350 sinkholes. By the next year, the number grew to 650, and in 2022, it exceeded 1,500. Some sinkholes are less than a meter wide but still pose danger, as the ground can collapse suddenly. Initially, earthquakes were suspected, but experts found that human activity and drought were to blame. Farmers, facing water shortages, drew heavily from underground reserves. This weakened the Earth's surface, causing collapses. During droughts, the risk increases, and overuse of groundwater leads to frequent and widespread sinkhole formation. Have you ever had to make a difficult decision because of climate or environmental changes? Tell us your story below. Now let's step into the lives of the people. What did beauty mean 2,000 years ago? Ancient Egypt is well known for its use of cosmetics, but recent excavations in western Turkey show that the ancient Romans also used makeup. In the ancient city of Aizanoi, founded in the 3rd millennium BC and flourishing during Roman times, archaeologists discovered a 2,000-year-old cosmetics shop near the Temple of Zeus. Inside, they found powdered pigments similar to modern eyeshadow and blush, stored in shells and offered in at least 10 shades. The pigments included ochre and lead red. Researchers also uncovered perfume bottles, beads, hairpins, and jewelry, confirming the shop's role in Roman beauty culture. Speaking of Roman culture, what happened to the grand arenas where thousands once cheered? One such structure was forgotten. Until now. Amphitheaters were central to ancient Roman life, hosting events like gladiator fights. The first was built in Pompeii and soon became a popular architectural style. In 2021, Turkish archaeologists explored near the city of Mosta in western Turkey, following records mentioning an amphitheater on the bridge of Göreme. They discovered its remains hidden among olive and fig groves. The structure once had a radius of about 100 meters and walls at least 14 to 15 meters high. Estimated to be 2,700 years old, only parts of the arena, stands, and a few columns remain. So far, 7 amphitheaters have been found in Anatolia, each considered a major archaeological discovery. But not all ruins are ancient. What if a city were abandoned before it ever truly lived? Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? In 2014, construction began on Burj Al Babas, an elite resort inspired by fairy tale castles. The developers, Set Group, planned to build 732 identical-looking castles with customizable interiors and options like gardens or pools. However, due to Turkey's economic downturn, only 587 were completed before the project was halted. Set Group offered 3 interior layouts, and each castle featured small towers and terraces. Despite the unique concept, most buyers withdrew, turning the site into a ghost town. The company went bankrupt, losing over $200 million. Though some believe the project still has potential, investors are no longer interested. Some stories are told not through artifacts, but through whispers like a tombstone standing alone, defying explanation. In the Turkish city of Sivas, a mysterious tombstone stands at a crossroads. Most locals don't know who is buried there, which has led to the creation of many legends. The stone bears the name Göreme Baba and the word martyr, leading some to believe a revered figure in Islam lies beneath it. In Islam, as in other religions, martyrs are honored for giving up worldly things and even their lives for their faith. Because of this, people often leave flowers at the grave. Curiosity about the tombstone grew, attracting global attention. To clarify the mystery, the district head explained that during construction, an old abandoned house was demolished, and rather than disturb the grave, workers built the road around it. But what if the real mystery isn't who lies beneath the tombstone, but what kind of being was buried in the next grave we uncovered? One of these discoveries was made in central Anatolia, where archaeologists found well-preserved remains believed to be around 2,000 years old. The skeleton resembled that of a human, but the skull structure was highly unusual. Researchers noted an elongated head shape and a fused upper and lower jaw, an anatomical feature not previously documented. Details about this discovery remain limited, and scientists are currently working to better understand the nature of these remains. But not all treasures are ancient. Some are rescued from the trash heap and turned into sanctuaries for the mind. With the rise of digital technology, printed books have become less popular. E-books are more convenient, leading many to discard physical books. In 2000, book lovers in Ankara, Turkey, responded by collecting over 6,000 books from landfills. They used these to create a public library offering fiction, non-fiction, and children's books in multiple languages. Visitors can borrow books for 2 weeks with the option to extend. The initiative became popular and residents began donating books instead of throwing them away. This project not only saved thousands of books but also renewed interest in reading printed works. From books to buildings, what lies beneath a Bronze Age mound might surprise you with its colorful intricacy. Turkish historians believe a large Bronze Age settlement once stood on Tavan Kurgan but was destroyed by invaders around 1700 BC. In 2023, archaeologists began excavating the nearby area of Qila Hanma after reports of illegal digs and soon uncovered valuable Roman-era artifacts. The first major find was the ruins of an ancient settlement with a central structure and smaller surrounding buildings. Inside, they discovered well-preserved floor mosaics covering 100 square meters. The artwork features geometric designs, trees, waterfowl, octopuses, mussels, and seals. Museum director Abdolgani Arkan called it a significant discovery. The mosaic was carefully extracted to prevent looting, while excavations continued to uncover more clues about the people who once lived there. Not every wonder is man-made. What if nature itself sculpted something so magical, it sparked myths of giants and gods? Pamukkale, meaning cotton castle in Turkish, is a stunning natural site in Denizli, southwest Turkey. Its white travertine terraces and flowing blue thermal waters make visitors feel like they've stepped into another world, often comparing it to Antarctica. A local legend says Titans once laid cotton on the ground and left it untouched because of its beauty. In reality, the landscape was formed over millions of years by mineral springs. Calcium in the water created the snow-white calcite terraces seen today. Speaking of the fantastical, would you believe nature also carved entire towers that look like fairy homes? The small town of Göreme in Cappadocia, Turkey, draws tourists from around the world due to its nearby national park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The park is famous for its fairy chimneys, tall, strange rock formations that resemble fairy houses, gnomes, or mushrooms. These formations were shaped over millions of years. Volcanic eruptions left behind ash and lava, which hardened into stone. Rain and wind then sculpted the soft volcanic rock into the unique shapes seen today. Each chimney has a hard cap of basalt or andesite and a soft, tough base. Over time, erosion wears down the tuff, eventually causing the caps to fall. For now, visitors can still enjoy this rare natural wonder. But back to ancient hands, what happens when they leave messages we still can't understand? Archaeologists recently explored the ancient city of Hattusa in northeastern Turkey, once the capital of the Hittite kingdom from around 1800 to 1180 BC. The city was abandoned after a severe 3-year drought in 1198 BC. During the dig, researchers found clay tablets with inscriptions in an unknown language. Although around 30,000 tablets in the Qatm language have been found in Hattusa since the 1980s, this newly discovered script does not match any known language. The ruins of Hattusa were first found in 1834, and excavations began in 1906, revealing many important artifacts over the years. Hidden knowledge doesn't always come in stone, it can also bloom. A plant lost to time, or was it? Ancient civilizations, like the Egyptians and Romans, used herbal medicines, with one of the most prized being Silphium, also known as miracle grass. It mainly grew in Cyrene, now part of Libya, and was hard to cultivate elsewhere due to its need for intense sun and heat. Silphium was valued for its mild taste, unlike the bitter herbs from Syria and Media, though those were also used medicinally. Silphium was seen as a cure-all, used to treat intestinal issues, sore throats, headaches, and fevers. It was so widely used that it reportedly disappeared about 2,000 years ago. However, Turkish researcher Mahmut Miski recently found a similar plant near Mount Hasan in central Turkey. After studying, he confirmed it has strong healing properties, though how it appeared far from its original habitat remains unknown. If this journey into Turkey's ancient underground gave you chills or sparked your imagination, give this video a like. It helps more history lovers like you find us. From healing herbs to heavenly art, this next find resurrects a forgotten muse from mythology and marble. In late 2023, Turkish archaeologists uncovered a statue of the dancing muse in the ancient Greek city of Strata, Nicaea. This Hellenistic sculpture, missing for over 2,100 years, was confirmed authentic by experts at the British Institute of Archaeology in Ankara. The statue, created by Phillips of Rhodes in the 2nd century BC, depicts one of the 9 muses, daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne. Though missing its arms and head, it remains highly valuable as the only known surviving sculpture of the group. Strata Nicaea, founded in the 2nd century BC and named after the wife of Syrian king Seleucus I, quickly grew into a major marble city. It housed grand temples to Hekate and Zeus, along with many beautiful structures. This discovery is now considered one of Turkey's most significant archaeological finds. Ancient style wasn't just about clothing. What if body piercings have a much older history than we thought? In early 2024, archaeologists in southeastern Turkey discovered ancient jewelry in the burial site of Bancak Lut Eagle, revealing that people made earrings much earlier than once thought. The items, resembling modern piercing jewelry, were made in 2 parts, one shaped like a pin with a cap and the other like a small cylinder, likely used as a plug. Researchers believe these were worn in the ears and under the lower lip based on where marks found on jawbones. A total of 85 pieces were uncovered, crafted from flint, copper, limestone, and obsidian. Radiocarbon dating showed that 5 pieces are around 10,000 years old, and the rest are at least 8,000. This pushes back the origin of body piercing by several thousand years, as it was previously believed to have begun only 5,000 years ago. But beauty and belief often walked hand in hand. What would make someone seal their grave with magic? In 2023, archaeologists excavating the ancient city of Sagalassos in southwestern Turkey discovered a unique Roman-era tomb. It was sealed with double brickwork and surrounded by 41 curved nails believed to be magical. The person buried there had been cremated, and experts think he was highly superstitious. The use of bricks and nails suggests he feared evil spirits and tried to protect his remains. No other graves with so many ritual objects have been found in Turkey, making this a rare and significant discovery. Sometimes the path to discovery is a literal road, one that only the bravest dare to travel. In Turkey, thrill-seeking tourists sometimes explore dangerous roads instead of traditional attractions. One such route is State Road D915, which stretches 179 kilometers from Trabzon on the Black Sea to Erzurum. The road crosses the Carbonized mountains at over 2,300 meters and continues through rugged terrain from Lukbiloil. Known for its scenic beauty and danger, parts of the road lack guardrails and are barely wide enough for 2 cars. It features 29 sharp turns, with the most hazardous section, the Direbus turns, located in T-Core. This 5-kilometer stretch descends steeply from 1,712 to 25 meters above sea level. On the other side of danger lies sustenance. Could this be the oldest bread humanity ever made? In 2021, archaeologists excavating the ancient city of Çavuşin in southern Anatolia discovered what may be the oldest bread ever found. This Neolithic and Bronze Age site often yields valuable artifacts. The find came from an adobe house in an area called Mekan 66, where a stone oven was uncovered. Nearby, researchers found dried wheat, barley, pea seeds, and a piece of unbaked, leavened dough with a fingerprint on it. Lab analysis confirmed it was ancient bread dough, about 8,600 years old. Çavuşin has also revealed fabrics, wooden tools, paints, and art, many of them among the oldest ever discovered. But not every legacy is found underground. What if one man turned a desert into a forest? The city of Abad in Turkey's Sinop province is now a green oasis, filled with trees and shaded homes. But less than 50 years ago, it was a barren desert. This transformation was not natural, it was the work of forester Hikmet Kaya. In 1978, he became head of forestry in Sinop and set out to change the landscape. With a team of helpers, he planted around 30 million trees over 41 years. His efforts turned the desert into a forest, earning deep gratitude from residents. Today, Hikmet Kaya proudly shows a photo of the desert he transformed, proving that dedication and hard work can achieve the impossible. And finally, a discovery that chills the spine: preserved brains from a long-forgotten inferno. How did they survive for thousands of years? In 2023, archaeologists excavating the Çavuşin mound in Kütahya province, western Anatolia, found well-preserved brains and skin from 2 Bronze Age men. The remains, dated to about 3,700 years ago, belonged to a teenager aged 15 to 18 and a man aged 40 to 45. The rare preservation was due to carbonization. Scientists believe the men died in a fire during a city siege. The intense heat hardened their soft tissues into a stable form, preventing natural decay and allowing the brain and skin to survive. If you could explore one hidden place in Turkey's underground world, where would you go first? Drop your answers below. Let's build our map of ancient wonders. If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.